Hi everybody, my name is Maya. Welcome to my channel. This is not a happy video for me to make. It's actually really hard, probably one of the most hardest for me to talk about. I'm making this video for, I guess, a couple of reasons specifically. The most dear to my heart one is for any artist or musician, vocalist, any person who's trying to be in the business, to show them that they're not alone when things always go wrong. So I guess for just reassurance and validation that this industry is really fucked. It always has been for me, it always will be, and that some people just don't know what the fuck they're doing. I know people take advantage of us as artists. I know that people don't listen. I know that people say they're gonna get shit done and they never do, and you end up having to do everything all the time. Very few end up being happy with this career choice and feel like they've really fulfilled it, to show people that they're not alone in this struggle, that people of all walks of life have to deal with the disappointment that comes with this industry and those who are working in it, because it's true, you're not alone, this happens to everybody. So if you're feeling this way, I guess watch the rest of this video and we'll be able to discuss some things together. I'm also making this video for my fans and my supporters and those who follow me, as in not even on social media, just follow me and my journey, to show what really goes on behind closed doors when it comes to this stuff. And then the last reason, I guess, specifically why I'm making this video, is to just kind of put it out there finally for myself, because this is the only thing in my life that does cause me extreme, I guess, just like emotions in general. Not a lot of things get to me, but this is probably the only one that does. No matter how hard I try to not let it bother me, this is what does. No hate comment, no mean word or disappointment in life bothers me as much as when it comes to money! My career. Sorry about that. My dog is a beast. So I guess I should just start from the beginning, kind of. I'll just give you a brief rundown so you know most of the things that I've done. My mom is super musical and my family in general is. They put me into dance before I was able to walk, actually. There's videos of me being 2 years old on the internet of me tap dancing. Since there was always music being played in the house, like Shirley Temple or like Missy Elliott, I would always watch MTV with my mom. Obviously I started singing and my mom was a big theater nut, so therefore I took on that. That's when I learned to sing, and there's videos of me out there. I don't know if I'll insert them here because it's kind of corny, of me singing. And then when I was 6 years old, actually a little bit younger, my mom tried to put me into lessons, but they said I was too young to take serious lessons, like classical lessons. So then when I was 6, I started professional lessons. From there, I just learned straight techniques on how to sing. I was absolutely terrified to perform for people. And then one day I missed an opportunity to sing, and then from that moment on, I just took it in stride and I took every opportunity that I could to do shit. Very quickly I realized, like, this is what I can really do. So from there I started doing theater work. I knew every fucking casting director there was in the theater world in New York City. I had an agent, I had a manager as well. Callbacks after callbacks. I was on a few productions. I did workshops, 12-hour workshops for weeks at a time in New York. I also did modeling. I learned so young. This is all like 12 and under, what it takes to be in an industry that is cutthroat. I remember standing in line and the casting director was walking up and down looking at all the girls. I think the girl must have been 10. She's like, "You are disgustingly fat." As soon as she came up to me, I was like, I did not just hear this grown woman say that to a 10-year-old. I just learned very young that rejection. I mean, I remember being in audition rooms and no one even fucking looked at me. They were on their phones the whole time until I fucking started to sing, and of course, you know, then they had interest. I would also sit in on other auditions and they wouldn't even fucking look up at the kids. It was so disrespectful. And these kids were working not even really for themselves, for their parents. Every time I got a gig in a project, I realized like how lucky I was and how much harder I had to work to maintain this climb to my success. At 11 years old, I started recording my own music on the side, so I was doing theater in that as well. I already knew how to sing and I was learning how to add my own personality to it, and that's why I was succeeding in the theater world as well, because I wasn't just a fucking clean slate for everybody. And then once I hit like 13, I realized what I wanted to be. I started realizing how I wanted to live my life. That's where it started really kicking in for me. As I still kind of did theater, I was doing so many side projects. I have literally recorded over 1,000 songs that I've paid for. Like my parents have paid for me. Originals, that I didn't write before Controlled Chaos, this one came out. I'm literally talking about thousands. Completely done, recorded, should have been posted. Some of them were on iTunes and Spotify, the whole nine. I've done this before, but we've taken them down for legal reasons or because the guys are fucking scumbags that I was working with and I don't want them to fucking have any recognition or money at all, or I was forced to do it by the managers I was with and the contracts that I signed. And all throughout this time, my parents are losing so much money that I don't even want to think about that right now. They've been scammed out of so much money and just promised things, and then not even scammed, just disappointed, like that people don't do what they say that they're going to do or all that. So not only was I wasting my time, but my parents' time and money, hard-earned money. I put out a song at 12, it was called Beyond. It was on iTunes and there's pictures of it on the internet. I'm sure the song is still on YouTube somewhere. I started performing for celebrity basketball games. I performed for Trump, and then I was homeschooled in 7th grade and I worked on a project, an anti-bullying campaign that I brought up in my recent video. Not a lot of people know that now, but back in the day, I was on the News 12 3 times. They aired my music video. I did a bullying campaign, so I went to schools and I performed for children. There's an angel, a picture of an angel right here, actually sitting right behind me. That is on my fan art wall specifically because a kid made that for me when I went, and life-changing. And they had a bullying problem where kids would physically assault each other because their parents were in the picture and all this really sad stuff, and I did it for free. I think people think I'm like money hungry, but no, I completely did all of the campaigning for free. That's what a campaign's for. So I went to these schools and I talked to these kids. It was heartbreaking. I was forced to do a lot of the shit for, you know, the music video I was really unhappy with, but when I came to the kids, like, that's why I did it, because I wanted to do it. Everything besides that was just really forced, and people really picked on me for that. That was one of the only times that I really gave a fuck. I was also young and very sensitive, and this is why I always tell people, that'll kill you. I remember spending hours. I used to talk about the Somebody channel all the time. I used to spend hours trying to convince people that I'm not what they're saying that I am, and I cared, and then I realized this is such a waste of my life. So I scratched that whole project and I started again with new managers, and I just kept doing it, and people were so god awful to me and just so cruel and constantly telling me, you're not good enough, you'll never be anything. Even my own parents said that at one point. And after a while, that doesn't push you to do better. That makes you just not want to do it anymore, because this already is something for you, and then people make it about them. And it was just always, I wasn't allowed to look a certain way. Even when I was doing my own projects, I wasn't allowed to dye my hair this way. I had to wear this. I had to sing this. This is all younger than 16. Here's another big thing that I did. I came out with Controlled Chaos Part 1, and this was when I was 14, 15. It did well. The songs rocked for a little bit. It was like an EP. The music video flopped. Just complete shit. And I went to Miami to do this. It was this big elaborate thing where my parents, again, spent money, spent time, their hard-earned fucking bullshit, whatever. I spent my time as a young child focusing on an adult thing to do. It was a flop. The video fucking sucked. And again, I put so much fucking effort and it still wasn't enough because everybody else wasn't doing their job. That was the second time that I've had a flop of a fucking issue. I mean, the bully thing was better than this fucking bullshit. I eventually stopped working with those people and the project was taken down. And then when I hit 16, I really started writing my own music, and I wanted to do my own music, so that's what Controlled Chaos was about. I wrote 100+ songs, and we put a few on there that I wrote. I didn't even write prior. I wrote them all on site with my producer. The song's lyrics really speak to me still. The way that they ended, again, it was a struggle. People weren't really listening to me. Why would they? I'm only a fucking kid. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just an artist. I don't know what I'm talking about. I haven't done this for as long as everybody else. When I have, apparently I don't know what I'm talking about, and I haven't worked with anybody reputable, and I literally have sat in every single label. By the way, you fucking name it, I've been there. And it's always been the music wasn't up to par with me, or they didn't know the direction because my managers didn't want me to go where I wanted to go. It was obviously a fucking front. So to cut this short, you know, I've literally done everything. I've performed for important people. I've gone to meetings with people where we get fucking $100 steaks. I'll show pictures. I have pictures to prove it. I have video to prove it. I have everything. And it always wasn't enough because nothing felt right. It wasn't genuine to me. And once it was genuine to me, that's when it started working. Now, that's when people are actually listening, and people of power are listening to me. Just today, I had a music video planned. And it was actually planned last weekend, but they canceled, and First of all, the music video for Cash was an absolute wreck. I wanted to delete it. I still wanted to delete it. I didn't want it up, and I was called a coward by people on my team because I didn't want to post it. I had to anyway, and I had to suck it the fuck up. Again, Controlled Chaos was supposed to be the project that was 100% me. I was disappointed there, and now I'm working on, I was supposed to do this new music video. It was canceled the first time around. My team members canceled the day before today when they were supposed to meet with me about certain things, and everything was last minute, and I knew that it wasn't gonna be right. I show up there today after I missed school. I was supposed to go to Kelsey's show last night and I couldn't go because I had this today. Like little things, you know, like I woke up really early and I was really excited, or I dyed my hair twice last night and my extensions, and then I had to dye it again this morning before anything. I had to fucking shove a tampon up my vagina, and I show up there, even though they kept telling me later and later times, I showed up there on the time that they last suggested me, outside, nowhere where I was warned about being. Nobody was there for nearly an hour, and then when they showed up, they still had to set up outside in this brick-ass weather while I'm out here with my ass and titties hanging out, and I look like a fucking stripper in this jacket with all my makeup done, waiting with my mom who has work and my dad who has work, and you know, my life and my parents' lives and my money that I already placed down on this fucking video doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking amount to everybody else's issues and everybody else not being on time and not doing their job. So you know what I fucking did? After everybody tried to get me to stay when nobody else was even fucking there, I left. I left because I'm so done being disappointed, and when I'm working hard and I'm missing school that I fucking pay for, I'm not gonna fucking sit around and be everybody's bitch. So for any artists out there watching this, don't let people walk all over you. I should have fucking been this much of a hard ass back when I was 14, back when I was 11, and back when I was 6 years old. People fucking suck and they don't do their job even when they are paid. And none of us artists should be disappointed all the time. People should listen to us because we're the ones who are gonna make the money. And I've shown that I can make people money before. I've done this before. This isn't my first rodeo, or my second, or my third, or my fourth, or my fifth, and it's never worked because people don't fucking listen. And then when they do, it does work. Like it did fucking with Controlled Chaos, it worked enough. If you're an artist, do it. If you're dishing out thousands and hundreds and thousands of dollars on shit, make sure it's what you fucking want. And if you're a supporter of mine, know that literally it's so insane that I'm so thankful that you guys are here for me, because I would have quit and I would have just done this secretly for my own enjoyment. But now that people care and give a fuck about this, I'm still here and I'm still doing it, and I have to apologize to my parents, and I feel like shit that they had to waste their time and their money and all of our sweat, blood, and tears on people who just fucking suck. And this industry sucks. And the only thing that doesn't suck about it, two things. The support I get from you guys, and the fact that this is what I want to do with my life, that I want to sing. I work hard for my talent. I work hard every day. This is a full-time job. This is the first time anybody hears me saying anything about this, but I'm speaking up about it for those who may be in the same situation as me, because I do it for a lot of other things, and whether this video stays up, I really hope that I keep it up and I suck it the fuck up. This industry fucking sucks, and what I suggest, do it on your own, because this is your life. And at 18, I'm spent, and I feel like I will never succeed. And you guys who watch this and who support me and buy my merch and send me art for my wall and support me and follow me and like my music and resonate with me as an artist are the only reason why I'm even around anymore. And it's not about being a brat or about the penthouse my daddy bought me. It's not about being rich. It's not about being poor. Any walk of life can go through this. Everybody goes through hardships, and this shit kills me because I've been raised and accustomed and adapted to this one thing, and that is being myself. And that involves me singing and me dancing and me putting so much effort into this. And I'm not gonna stop, but there have been times that that's not even enough. Because everybody around you really does make it hard, and I don't expect people to understand this if they've never gone through it, but artists know. Artists know how disgusting this is. And I guess this is just I'm in a desperate moment again, and I don't know what to do, and I'm sorry if you guys have been waiting on shit. I guess that's all for now, so thank you for watching. Thank you.